Around the SEC, brought to you by Precision Chemical and Equipment. Come check out our selection of Exmark, Yazoo keys, and Dixon zero-turn radius mowers, located 1/2 mile south of Seguin on Airline Highway. The Tennessee Volunteers.
Tennessee introduced Dave Hart as its new vice chancellor and athletic director Monday night. Hart has worked since 2008 at his alma mater, Alabama. He served as executive director of athletics, assisting Mal Moore there. Previously, spent 12 years as Florida State's AD. Tennessee's going to pay Hart a base salary of $575,000 in the first year of a 6-year contract. They've been looking for a new AD since Mike Hamilton resigned back in June. Hart said he's never sought to leave any job he's had, but he's been interested in Tennessee, Alabama, Florida State, and Georgia ever since his time as East Carolina's AD from 1987 to 1995. Dave Hart leaving Alabama, Tennessee's new athletic director.
The Auburn Tigers.
Auburn defensive coordinator Ted Roof said linebacker El Toro Freeman will have a big role in Saturday's Mississippi State game. Freeman was held out of the opener against Utah State due to an eligibility issue the university blamed on a clerical error. Roof also said that linebacker Jonathan Evans returned to practice Monday. He was injured on the onside kick that in the fourth quarter that basically helped Auburn win that game. He was helped off the field. Evans was Auburn's leading tackler in the game with a shoulder injury, but is expected to play.
The Ole Miss Rebels.
Houston Nutt's making some changes to his offense before Saturday's game against Southern Illinois, some out of necessity. Brandon Bolden out a couple of weeks with a slight fracture in his ankle. Fellow running back Enrique Davis down with a hyperextended knee. That means Jeff Scott will assume the starting role. The other position getting a shakeup is quarterback. Nutt says JUCO transfer Zach Stout is going to start. Barry Brunetti started the opener, completed just 2 of 3 passes for 4 yards before being yanked in favor of Stout. Also, Randall Mackey returns from his 1-game suspension. So Ole Miss looking to shake up that offense after a disappointing opener against BYU.
The Florida Gators.
Tight end Trey Burton and receivers Deontay Thompson and Omarius Hines all expected to return from injuries this week and play against UAB Saturday. Burton and Thompson were injured in the season opener. Burton has a bruise on the left side of his upper body. Will Muschamp says he's less certain, though, about cornerback Jeremy Brown and receiver Robert Clark, who are battling knee and hamstring injuries, respectively.
The Kentucky Wildcats.
Joker Phillips, in his critique of Kentucky's wide receiver play after their opener against Western Kentucky, was, quote, "It was embarrassing watching them," end quote. Might get a little better this weekend. Juniors E.J. Fields and Aaron Boyd are going to be given opportunities to earn playing time. Fields was serving a 1-game suspension for the WKU game. Along with Fields, Phillips says senior safety Michael Bailey will play a Saturday against Central Michigan after sitting out a suspension against Western Kentucky. And one injury update, starting center Matt Smith didn't play against Western Kentucky because of an undisclosed injury. Tried to practice Monday but didn't make it through the workout. His status still up in the air.
The Alabama Crimson Tide.
Speaking of injuries, the only injury that Alabama suffered in their opener was to wide receiver Kevin Norwood. Did not practice Monday, but should return either today or Wednesday. That's according to Nick Saban. Something to keep an eye on as Alabama gets ready for its showdown in Happy Valley. It was 57 degrees in State College yesterday. The forecast for Saturday calls for showers with a low of 54. Could adversely affect Alabama's passing game. Just something to keep in mind.
The Vanderbilt Commodores.
And Vandy will welcome UConn to Nashville this weekend after winning Coach James Franklin's debut over Elon. Last year, the Huskies blitzed Vandy 40-21 and beat Fordham in their opener last weekend 35-3. So Vandy will look to make it 2-0 under James Franklin. They also got good news in that they picked up their 16th commitment for the class of 2012. Offensive tackle Blake Fromang from Orlando, 6'8", 280 pounds, has pledged to the Commodores. There you have it. That is around the SEC.